Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough. It's all very exciting right now. I'm sorry, but that is like the most amazing world opening in the entirety of Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, oh my god. I was not expecting it when it first appeared. I was like, this is like the best thing ever. It's basically, you know, Final Fantasy versus 13 and Nomura getting his own back and just... Sorry, oh, I love it!
But this is no time for television, Rex.
Gotta say, that Giga's pretty impressive.
Really? I like his aura most.
Woody, what gives?
Shh. Are they back? Shh.
All right, guys. Today we teach those masked intruders who's boss. Is everybody in position?
Wait, hold on. I don't think I'm emotionally prepared.
Would you calm down? Don't worry, I got you covered.
It's go time.
So, after what is such a long time in terms of Kingdom Hearts, we have finally gotten a Toy Story world toy box. And, oh boy, it is indeed quite fun. Also, you got a friend in me.
What in the world? Where are we? Oh my gosh! Have we been shrunk? And look at us!
You know what the magic is for? We have to protect the world order!
Border?
I said order!
Gorge! Who's gonna protect the order from them?
Heartless!
Okay. We go on 3. 1, 2... Wait! What are you doing? Who are those guys?
So, we're in Andy's room and it looks incredible. I mean, just the entirety of this world looks amazing. It looks even better than, like, the original Toy Story film. Obviously, I know that, like, admittedly that's not that hard a bar to hit these days, but still, for live, like, real-time rendered graphics to completely outpace a fully pre-rendered CGI film, it's incredible quite how far we have come in terms of technology and animation and all that jazz. And I will say that this was just a really, really delightful time for me, because I do like a bit of Toy Story. It is a good one. But it's also just really nice to finally have Toy Story in Kingdom Hearts, because obviously I believe Woody and Buzz were meant to be in Kingdom Hearts 2 as summons, and they didn't quite make it. So it's really awesome to have them finally here.
Wait!
But we've got a couple of introductions to do right now, I feel.
Huh? My name's Sora. Oh.
Stay back. For all we know, the intruder sent them.
Yazora!
Slow down there, Rex. We don't know them.
But we can trust them. They're the #1 selling heroes in the country.
Yeah, Andy's mom must have bought him for him.
Ham's right. Did you see how easily they took care of the intruders? I bet they're here to figure out why all our friends have gone missing and why Buzz's laser started actually lasering and all the weird stuff that's been going on. I mean, that's what heroes do, right?
Let's not jump to conclusions. Gotta be smart, Woody.
So you're Andy's new toys?
Toys?
You sure did a number on those intruders.
Those are the Heartless.
The bad guys.
We've been fighting against those intruders for a while.
I knew it!
Okay.
Huh?
In that case, you're all right by me. My name's Woody. Put her there.
Hey,
Now, hold on.
I'm Sora.
Yazora!
Actually, my name's Sora.
And I'm Donald.
Oh, I'm Goofy.
And I'm Buzz Lightyear.
Call me him. It's a real honor.
And I'm Rex. I'm your biggest fan. In fact, I've been playing your game for months now, and I've already gotten you all the way up to level 47. But that Bahamut boss is really tough. Slinky and I can't figure out how to beat him. Oh, I wish Slinky and the others were here. They'd be so happy to meet you.
All troops, at attention, sir!
Strangers from the outside. Welcome.
They're all toys? So that's why we look the way we do. Huh?
Excuse me. You said that you've battled those intruders before. Tell us where and why.
Oh, well, we are... No,
Well, you must have come from somewhere.
Take it easy, Buzz. What matters is that they got those intruders out of our way for at least a little while. No need to interrogate them.
Yeah, Buzz.
Woody's right.
Noted. But still.
hey, have those intruders, the Heartless, been a problem around here?
No, they just showed up a little while ago.
In fact, those Heartless materialized right after all of our friends up and vanished.
You don't think.
Well, gee, it can't just be a coincidence.
It wasn't always this lonely. One day we woke up and we were the only toys left here. Nobody's heard from Mom, Molly, or Andy. We keep waiting for Andy to come home.
You really care about him.
Yeah. He's the best friend that toys like us could ever hope to have.
All right, we better start looking.
Huh?
Have you got any clues we can go on? Any other strange things that happened?
Well, There's one thing.
One big thing.
Huge, sir. What thing?
After everyone went MIA, the intruders didn't come alone. They arrived with a guy wearing a hood dressed in black just like you. As a matter of fact, he's the only other toy we've seen outside of you three.
A black hood? But that would mean...
The organization!
You know who it is?
Yeah, they're bad news.
Seems like you have a lot of enemies.
We may have a hunch what's causing all the weirdness. Would you mind if we handle this?
I'm sorry, but we're not going to leave this to you.
Huh?
If that guy had something to do with our friends vanishing, then he's our problem too. We've got to work together.
Right.
Hey!
So then, where can we find that guy?
Sarge, any word from the recon team?
The latest reports place him in town, sir, at Galaxy Toys.
Then Galaxy Toys is where we're going. Sora, follow me. It's out the window and down the roof.
Not so fast, cowboy.
Hmm?
You seem pretty gung-ho about going. But shouldn't we stay here and wait for Andy?
Well, you've got a point, but we've tried waiting. Look, if we go with Sora, we might find a clue. Are you with me, Buzz?
Of course. Okay, let's move out.
Come on, let's
And
head
so,
over to the toy store.
we're finally at liberty to move and properly, explore Andy's room. There's already a lucky emblem I've spotted. I think there's a couple around Andy's room, I think. There might only be the one, which is quite obvious. But it's all fine and it's all quite fun. And
Let's see.
really, the toy box is a pretty fun world. I would say that it's got a few small issues. I mean, there is a sort of major issue of directions that I will raise later on, that I think that the world could have done better at. And there is also the potential over the fact that there are effectively only 2 rooms that are very similar. So you have Andy's room and the outside street, and then you have Galaxy Toys, and those are sort of your 2 areas. Obviously, looking at like Olympus, that was sort of similar in that had 2 areas. It had the mountain. Well, actually, no, it had 3, because it had the mountain, it had the realm of the gods, and it had the town. So it's one of those where it's a bit like, but it still looks absolutely stunning. And also, as I said, it is just really nice to have Toy Story finally represented in Kingdom Hearts after so long. So, since, brand new world, and therefore brand new voice actors that we have not had at the franchise ever, it's worth pointing them out. So, Woody is here voiced by Jim Hanks, the brother of Tom Hanks, who obviously voiced Woody in the movies. And basically, Jim is pretty well known for being the substitute voice actor for Tom in most things. So if you look at any other video games or toys where Woody appears, he's probably voiced by Jim rather than Tom Hanks. And the case is exactly the same here. Obviously they don't sound identical, but they are pretty close enough to make sense. With Buzz, he is voiced by Mike McRae, who is basically the go-to voice actor for Buzz Lightyear whenever Tim Allen is unavailable. So if you look at pretty much most Toy Story media where it's not Tim Allen, it will be Mike McRae. So even though obviously they couldn't get Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, they got effectively the next best thing, which is the other voice actors who have done their voices for many years, which I do love. But what is really awesome is that they did get the original voice actors back for at least 2 of the characters. Those being Rex, who is voiced by Wallace Shawn, who voiced him in the original film, and he's also been in so many other things. So I mean, he's in Princess Bride, he's in Clueless, he was in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and he's got one of those sort of really iconic voices, and I think he does a really fun job here. And then Ham is voiced by the Pixar legend that is John Ratzenberger. who has been in every single Pixar Animation Studios films. Yeah. So obviously the key roles are Ham in Toy Story, the Underminer in The Incredibles, and Mac in the Cars franchise. But he is the only actor to appear in every single feature film, and I mean, like, for anybody that's quite an achievement, I feel.
Let's see.
You also have the awesome Jeff Pigeon, who voiced the little green men, the Squeeze Toy aliens in the films. He's back to voice them again. And then the only one who is not an original VA is the voice of Sarge, who is, I believe, voiced by Piotr Michael. Because the original voice for Sarge was the late Arlie Ermy, who died in 2018, sadly. So obviously they couldn't get him in to do it, and also probably he wasn't well enough at that point, I would suspect. I mean, it was quite early on in 2018 when he passed away, so it definitely was not the right time to clearly get him in to voice it. But I think that the guy who does do the voice does a pretty decent job all the same. So it is all good. And that's basically our voice actor trivia all sorted. I will say, this particular Lucky Emblem, there's a couple of them where it's quite clear that it's all about perspective. That one's one of the more difficult ones to get the perspective right on. But it's okay, because we made it. And can I just say how utterly amazing the outside area here looks? I mean, the grass is very clearly Unreal Engine 4 grass. I mean, at this point it's generally pretty clear when the grass is from Unreal Engine 4. But just in general, this street area looks just so blooming incredible. I thought there was slightly more to explore on the street. Unfortunately, there is not. But we do at least get to murder quite a few more Heartless before we continue onwards. And really, this is all we're going to get of Andy's room in the street for the rest of Toy Box until, you know, I start doing my collectathon mission that is clearly going to occur once we're all done. Which I suppose is a shame, because it does ultimately mean that we spend most of Toy Box in Galaxy Toys, which is a completely original area, which it's cool, don't get me wrong. But it's not something from the film in any capacity. But either way, we're going to head there and experience the absolute joy that is Galaxy Toys. And I'm sure that we're going to have an absolutely wonderful time. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me.